Thank you for joining me on my channel, The Tarot Machine. This is going to be a mini reading for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for July 2016. And how my readings go is I will use a chakra card for the overall energy for the month, and then I use tarot cards on top of it to build a story. So let's get started. Okay, the card that you got in your reading for the month for all the fire signs is Destiny. So basically, whatever you're going through in the month of January, what happens is it's set up, it's meant to happen. It is a actual path that you're on, that you're meant to be on. It's destined for you to have success in your family, or it's destined for even stuff to go the opposite way. It's just destiny is more of a sense that it's meant for you to have it at a certain time. That whatever path you set out on does have a certain recourse, or it was just meant to be in the cards. It was it's destiny, it's faith that it was supposed to happen. It was meant to happen at a specific time, for a specific reason, and this could be in anything from your job, your family, finances. But when I pull out the tarot cards, we'll see what direction it is heading in when it comes to this path of destiny and why that it's been set out for you. And for my tarot cards, I use the gilded tarot, and we want to make sure that we basically get a good picture about this destiny that is set up for you. Sometimes people do stuff subconsciously without even knowing that they set something up for the future, or they setting up another course of action for them, and they figure, oh well, I meant to do it this way, but the way you set it up kind of sets everything in stone. So I'm gonna get three cards and see what we have. The Ace of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and you have the Two of Wands in reverse. It seems like with the three cards, okay, the first card is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is usually in the upright, is that you ready to take charge on something new, or you thinking of new plans, and you ready to take action and move towards them. But in reverse, it's no new action coming. It's just basically no new action is coming. It's like you're at a stalemate. You could be in a fog, a mental fog about a certain action that you want to take, and this could be in love, or your family, or a job situation, or finances. Here it seems like it's a new opportunity that you're trying to build, because the second card you have, and this person might be in your realm, this might be a person that's affecting you at the time, is the King of Swords in reverse. So you have the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in the upright is usually a person that has a lot of mental control, a lot of mental control. I mean, they set everything in stone. They mentally think everything out is going as the way they think about it. They have very a lot of control. But in reverse, the person can be very wicked. You just not on top of whatever you're thinking about. It's like you're just not feeling empowered to do something, basically. It's just you kind of you feel self defeated, kind of is what I want to say. Is you self defeated? Usually you on your A game, but your A game is thrown off. It just doesn't have nothing to do with what you want to do. You in a fog. You're kind of being at a state of trying to make something happen, but mentally you can't put the pieces together. Mentally, you're not thinking all the way, because the next thing you have is the Two of Wands in the reverse. Usually, the Two of Wands is something that you already planted, and you have two paths or two options out there for you that you can move towards. But as you're trying to set them up, you could say, I can go A or B, and either way you go, you know they firmly planted. The directions can lead you to something. But when you have it in reverse, it means that whatever you set up, either is in your family, your relationships, or job, it's it's just not moving. It's just not panning out. It seemed like you set up something, or you want to set up something, and it just didn't work in your favor, or the paths haven't opened up yet. It's probably not ready, and it's based on destiny. It's based on the thing that it was meant to happen because it was set up a certain way. Let me get one more tarot card. Yeah, you have the devil in reverse. You're going through a process right now. The devil usually means that in upright means you usually chained to something, or you can't let something go, or you kind of obsessed on something, or but it's in the reverse. You're going through a process of you're letting something old go, and that's probably part of the destiny that you're going through. For the fire signs, it's probably the destiny that is meant to happen for you to get over letting something go, not being obsessed with something, not being so fixated on something. And judging by the other cards in reverse, it's saying that you are at a state, you're just getting over something. You're just getting over a point that you're letting go of something. And it's just like, okay, when you let go of something and that becomes your main energy that you working with, that you letting something go, everything else around it does falter. It does falter. It does not pan out the way you want to, because you kind of focused on getting yourself together or getting yourself out of a situation, that the situation becomes the new priority, while everything else falls to the side. And it's like, okay, your game is gone, is a game just thrown out the window, and everything else. I'm gonna pull one more card. Yeah, justice. You got justice in reverse. Justice in reverse is pretty much whatever you trying to set up. It's meant for it not to go through. And that's because the judgment in reverse means it could be something coming towards you, some kind of judgment towards you in court. Is some kind of issue coming at you. It's certain kind of things that you probably set up and you didn't read the fine print, or you dealing with a certain person and they're just not acting right. But to me, this King of Swords, I have a feeling it's more of somebody you're dealing with or trying to work with, because with the Two of Wands, you setting up a path. Yes, you're setting up a path, but it always, when you really think about it, it takes another person to help you set up something. But based on the Destiny card, whoever you're dealing with, it was not, it was whatever you set up forth with that person, it was not meant to set up. The person is not on his A game. Mentally, you're not on your A game, because you having a feeling that you can't move forward or bring something brand new, or even open up another path to have another direction or another angle on something. But I think this person is an outside person, this king of swords. I don't think it's you. I really don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else that you're dealing with that is pretty much um basically they're just not a person, but that was part of your destiny to learn the lesson of dealing with the person. But I'm finna pull a astrology zodiac card to see what this person. I want to home it down to really see who this person is, because it could be an air sign that you're dealing with, but I don't think it's an air sign. I have a funny feeling it's not an air sign. So I'm finna pull a zodiac card and see what we get with the person, because the person, I don't think you may be dealing with another Aries. It's another Aries in the picture. It's another Aries that you're dealing with that's part of your destiny of setting up something or getting rid of something, because this other Aries may be throwing a monkey wrench up in it, and this other Aries may have a sun moon, really a sun or a moon as, as a Aquarius or air sign. So let's see what self care message that you can use to get through the month. But just think that this is your path. You meant to go through this at a certain time to learn the lesson. Some of you fire signs, you meant to learn this lesson. It's a weird lesson because it seems like you're just getting over something, because usually the devil is something personal to you. It's something personal, and in the reverse it means you're getting over of letting something go. And it's something to let go is, let me see what the the self-care cards bring up. Yeah, the self-care card that was brought up is priorities. What it shows is that is your priorities is not straight. For you to attain your destiny of whatever goals you have in mind, is with family, finances, personal care, whatever, you're gonna have to have some priorities set up. It's like your priorities is messed up. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, say no, get much easier. So you could be taking on a lot of stuff on your plate too, because with the devil means just excess. It's just too much excess in your sphere, and it's blocking your destiny of you going forward and moving forward. What you should do with the priorities is pretty much sit down and clear everything out and figure out, okay, if this is working, I will stick with this. If this is not working, let me get rid of it. Because with justice, whatever you're trying to do is not coming in your favor. Just in the reverse means it's not coming in your favor. And what the whole thing is showing that is your, for the fire signs, is that your priorities are not lined up. They're not lined up straight. Because mentally you're not completed. Mentally, you got a fog. The two paths that you might have for you are just not opening up, and you're getting over something. You might be in the process of now letting go of some stuff, but letting go of some stuff still requires you to have a set order of priorities. Say, I'm gonna get rid of this, so next I can do this, and if I can get rid of this, then I can set out on this. And that's where it is. You running in a fog so much, you not lining up all your priorities real straight. So I hope this helps you in the month of July, all the fire signs. I hope this will help you, because this is the energy you will be running into in different facets of your life. It could be at different points during the month, these are just general readings, so some of this could hit you, some of this may not. So I hope this helps out with you. I'll probably come back in the middle of July to see how everything is going and do another mini reading and see if it has anything changed based on what I set forward now. So I hope this reading worked for you. And remember to hit subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Just remember to go ahead and leave your comments at the bottom. And I'll talk to you later.